The ball is up. Tip is fouled by Bill Ewell. That's number 1 on Ewell. And Charlie Tyree will try to make the second shot of a 2-shot foul. He has the ball. The ball is in the air, and he missed it. And it's tipped in by number 6, Herb Hara. And Louisville goes ahead, 3-2. Rehazy has the ball in the out court. Paxson has the ball into Palmer, and it's broken up by Morgan and picked up by Herb Hara. Louisville down the court. Jerry Mormon has the ball in the center of the court, and it's almost broken up by Rehazy. Into Tyree. Tyree has the ball. Out to Dara. Traveling called on number 17, Bill Dara. Dayton has the ball in. Carmen Rehazy brings it down, throws into Palmer. Palmer has the ball, and it's a tie-up. Ty Bell has the ball up. Tip is controlled by Palmer into Paxson. The ball is stolen by number 5, Jerry Mormon. Carmen Rehazy re-steals the ball down the court. Nice handoff to Palmer, and a beautiful block by Tyree. A beautiful block. Louisville brings the ball down. Morgan in control. Over to Mormon. Nice fake. Drives in. Ewell has the ball, loses it. Bound for Dayton. Slowing action up at this point. 18:25 left in the ball game. Louisville leading 3-2. Paxson has the ball out on, and he takes a long two-handed set shot, hits the rim, and is off. And it is rebounded by Jimmy Morgan, the Dayton boy, down the court. A one-handed jump shot from the left side, and it's good by Morgan, making the score 5-2 with 18:05 left in the first half. Paxson has the ball on the far side. Over to Rehazy. Rehazy sets, fakes, jumps, misses, and the ball is taken off by Herb Hara. Louisville brings the ball down into the forecourt. Jerry Mormon in possession. Mormon fakes, starts his drive, hands off to Bill Dara. Ball is thrown into Tyree. Tip back to Mormon. Hook shot by Tyree. Beautiful block. Ball is recovered. Knocked out of bounds by Dayton. The last shot of the bucket was taken by Herb Hara. Ball is thrown out to Dara. Dara fakes, drives. The one-handed shot, and it's good by Bill Dara, making the score 7-2 with 17 minutes and 16 seconds left in the first half, and Dayton calls a timeout. Backhorn has the ball, hands off to Rehazy. Rehazy drives down the right side, passes back to Backhorn. Backhorn drives to the right side, trying to get that ball into the pivot. There, Palmer has the ball in the pivot, back to Paxson. Paxson back to Rehazy. He fakes, he drives, hands off to Paxson. Paxson hands back to Rehazy, out to Backhorn. A one-handed push shot, and he misses. Taken off by Morgan of Louisville. Morgan throws play up, comes down the floor, the left side of the forecourt, throws the play up, looking for Tyree. Tyree has the ball in the pivot, hands off to Herb Hara, back to Morgan. Morgan drives, fakes, hands the ball back out to Bill Dara. He tries to get in, and it's intercepted by Jimmy Paxson. Down the forecourt, has the ball at the free throw line. Over to Backhorn. Paxson drives, and he is fouled by number 17, Bill Dara. Paxson is trying to make the second shot good also. The score 7-3. Louisville leading. It's up. It's good. Its score is 7-4. 16 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first half. Jerry Mormon slowly brings the ball down the court. Looking into Tyree. He fakes. Drives to the foul line. A jump shot by Jimmy Morgan, and it's good. Making the score 9-4. With 16:07 left in the first half. Backhorn has the ball in the forecourt for Dayton. Over to Rehazy. Over to Backhorn. Over to Paxson. Back out to Backhorn. Looking into that pivot. Dayton has set up a double pivot at this time. Two-handed set by Paxson, and it is good. Making the score 9-6 with 15:49 left in the first half. Morgan over the forecourt. Fakes. Over to Herb Hara. He fakes. He drives to the foul line. A one-hand jump beautifully blocked by Palmer, and Tyree rebounds, goes up and is fouled by Ewell. Number 2 on Billy Ewell. With 14 minutes left in the first half, the score is 10-8 Louisville. Tyree has the ball underneath, hooks, rolls around the rim and off, and is rebounded by Paxson. Over to Riazzi. Riazzi brings the ball down into the forecourt. Drives to the right side, holds up, passes back to Paxson. He two-handed set shot from out, and the score is tied 10-10. Louisville brings the ball into the forecourt. 13:34 left in the first half. Morgan, a jump shot from the foul line, and it's no good. Rebounded by Almashi. Almashi over to Riazzi. Over to Backhorn. Into the forecourt for Dayton, with the score is still tied, 10-10. Paxson has the ball, fakes a drive, drives underneath to the corner, back out to Backhorn. Drive by Riazzi. Rebounded. Riazzi takes the ball out for Dayton, over to Backhorn. Backhorn down the right side, over to Almashi. Almashi and Sicking now in the ball game for Dayton. Set by Pax, it's no good. Taken off after a scramble by Almashi. Almashi out to Paxson, over to Backhorn. Over to Sicking, closely guarded by Tyree. Back out to Backhorn. Backhorn sets, passes back into the corner to Almashi, over to Riazzi. Riazzi takes his two-handed set from out, misses, and it is tipped in by Sicking, making the score 12 Dayton, 10 Louisville, and Dayton goes into the lead for the first time with 12:25 in the first half. Tyree has the ball in a pivot for Louisville, and he travels, and Dayton takes the ball out on the side court. Backhorn into Riazzi. Riazzi down into the forecourt. Over to Backhorn. Backhorn over to Almashi, who sets one-handed push from far out, and it's good, making it 14-10, and a timeout is called by Louisville with 12 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in the first half. Mormon into the forecourt with the ball for Louisville. Over to Herb Hara, picked up by Bill Dara. Into Tyree. Tyree hooks, and it's good. Making it 14-12, Dayton leading. Riazzi brings the ball down into the forecourt. Looking into the pivot, passes out to Backhorn. Backhorn dribbling the ball over to Paxson. Paxson two-handed set from far out, missed. Taken off by Mormon, recovered by Paxson. Recovered by Hara. Hara has the ball to forecourt, passes off into Mormon. Mormon is looking into Tyree. Tyree hooks, and it's good. 14-14 with 11:19 in the first half. Now Dayton into the forecourt. Backhorn with the ball. Over to Riazzi. Over to Almashi. Almashi looking into Sicking. Sicking has the ball. The ball is out of bounds off the heel of Herb Dara. And Dayton will take the ball in under their own basket. Paxson takes the ball in. Handed the ball by referee Betts. Out to Backhorn. Backhorn drives to the right. Over to Riazzi. Riazzi drives, makes a beautiful layup. A beautiful shot by Carmen Riazzi, making score 16-14. Dayton leading. Mormon has the ball into the forecourt. Throws into Tyre, broken up beautifully by Carmen Riazzi, picked up by Bill Almashi, over to Arlen Backhorn, into the forecourt. Backhorn over to Almashi. Almashi sets, fakes, drives, hands out to Backhorn, back to Riazzi, over to Paxson, over to Riazzi, over to Backhorn. Backhorn drives, looking for that good shot, setting up the play now. Bach drives, up, shoots, good. Beautiful one-handed jump shot by Arlen Backhorn, making the score 18-14, Dayton leading, 10 minutes left in the first half. Jump shot underneath the bucket by Herb Hara, taken by Jimmy Paxson. Over to Almashi, giving it to Riazzi, bringing it over to Backhorn into the forecourt. Dayton with a 4-point lead. Backhorn drives to Almashi. Almashi looking at the bucket, driving around. Charging foul called on number 13, Bill Almashi. Mormon has the bonus throw. Ball's in the air, and it's good. And Dayton now leads 18-16. And number 9, Phil Rollins, comes into the ball game, replacing Jerry Morgan. Phil Rollins was touted All-American before the season started, but broke his hand in the Notre Dame ball game, and he just came back to action this week. Riazzi into the forecourt for Dayton. 9:31 left in the ball game. Bockhorn has the ball off to Paxson. Paxson sets from way out. Long shot. Taken off by Bill Almashy. He passes out to the foul line. Paxson again drives for the bucket. Gives to Almashy underneath.
And he is
underneath the bucket to score 23-21 Dayton with 5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the ball game. And Louisville is called for too long in the foul lane. Dayton brings the ball down the floor. Carmen Riazzi over on the right side of the court. Drives around the outside. Passes back to Arlen Bockhorn. Driving down to the corner. Back out to Riazzi. Into Al Sicking. Sicking loses the ball out of bounds and Louisville takes over. 4:55 left in the first half. 23-21. Dayton leading. Morgan out in the forecourt. Phil Rollins at the foul. Jumps. Shoots. No good. Rebounded by Jimmy Paxson, and Dayton takes over. Bringing the ball down the court. Carmen Riazzi for Dayton into the forecourt. Beautiful fake. Drive underneath. And Al Sicking is fouled by number 16, Al Glaza, who came into the ball game replacing Bill Dara. And for Louisville, it's number 5, Jerry Mormon, replacing Phil Rollins. Foul, and on the rebound, Glaza is fouled. The first one is up, missed, and it is a jump ball. In for Louisville, Bill Dara, replacing Herb Hara. Al Sicking, Al Glaza jumping for the ball. The ball is up, controlled by Dayton. Almashy has the ball. Over to Bockhorn. Bockhorn down to Paxson. Over to Bockhorn, jump shot from out, and rebound by Tyree. Tyree over to Mormon. Slowly